Hello viewers, welcome to Nature and Entertainment on TVRC. I am Habitunde Somi Vincent. Joining me today to do justice to our topical discourse is Mrs. Isola Fasholade Jumo. It's good to have you here today.
Thank you.
And we shall be looking at women in men's world. Women in men's world. It is often said that what a man can do, a woman can do better. And again, there's popular saying that says the soul of feminist politics is the commitment to ending patriarchal domination of women and men, even without excluding girls and boys. So, Miss Sis Isola, how are you?
I'm good.
Sure? Yeah, I could see the radiance and the horror and the ambience, the smile, and it's actually showing. Okay, I would like to ask you this question: that is it true that we are really living in, or let me put it, let me rephrase: is it true that one of the gender own the world?
That's not true.
Or how do you mean?
Though there is a saying that the men own the world, right?
Okay.
But it's not true. The women runs the world, even though they said the men owns the world. The women runs the world.
And yeah, I think I want to live on that the woman, if the man own the world, if the men own the world, the same. But the women run the world.
women runs the world. So now, let me ask you, who owns the world?
I mean, you actually said the woman runs the world. Okay. But it's often seen everywhere. Like everywhere, it's predominantly you see male here and there, virtually in the industry, in the mechanical industry, industrial hub. Maybe most likely in the entertainment world, you see more ladies. But in politics, it's always on ratio. When you put it on percentage, it's always on 80 to 20%, or especially in sub-Saharan Africa. Or do you think it's as a result of the continent we belong? Because it's not always like that. Let's even not deceive ourselves. Even in the US, we've not heard of a female president in the US.
Okay.
Even in so many leading economy. So what exactly is wrong? Is it that they believe that women may not be able to function well in that regard?
Thank you for using the word believe. You see, even in our homes, they have been able to subdue women to their seats.
To the kitchen.
To the kitchen. Like one of our...
And the other room. Kitchen and the other room.
Kitchen and the other... What?
And the other room.
I don't know the other room.
Okay.
Anyway. Okay. So they've subdued the women. They've worked on their psyche that you are a weak vessel. But you can see what's happening in the world right now. Women are waking up to their responsibilities and they are taking over.
Women are taking over.
Yes, they are taking over.
But I still want to understand.
Women are taking over in full force.
Okay.
Yes.
That will usher me into the second question.
Okay.
Is there a particular job meant for a particular gender? Or is it that there's a job men should do that women should not do? Let me cite a very good example also. In the nursing department, in most of the universities, the women are the ones leading. We have little male. Is it that a male cannot assist in the hospital as nurses? When you see male who are nurses, then even if you're not careful, you start calling them doctors without knowing they're actually nurses in that hospital. And again, if you check in the those who are cobblers, you hardly see ladies who wants to sew shoes, build shoes. And when you see a lady doing that, it's like, no, this is not ideal.
Yeah.
Now I want to ask that question: why that sentence? It is not ideal sentence.
Okay. Let me first of all go against this belief that there is a particular job meant for a particular gender. No.
Okay.
What a man can do, a woman can do better. The only thing I can say is maybe what a woman can do, men cannot venture into it. Okay?
So you think that
Like,
all jobs are for both
for
genders?
both genders,
Okay.
seriously. And like the nursing aspect that you cited, you know that nursing has to do with the mind, the arts. And when you talk about caring, you know the answer.
And you
don't need
mean,
to go for
okay.
that.
Okay, you think?
Yes, to be a nurse, you must be a caring person. And you see,
I think
that
most
aspect,
men, most men are not caring.
oh, you can answer that question.
That's not fair. That's not fair. Okay. Let me also ask this question. Should home be run by one gender, or both genders should see to the affairs of their home, irrespective of? Even in this, we have ladies who are earning more than their husband.
Yes, sure. I believe there should be this thing called division of labor.
Okay.
Yes. A home should not be run by a particular gender. Both should put their hands together and run the home.
Okay, should be understanding, mutual understanding.
Yes,
They should
mutual
do it together.
understanding,
Okay.
doing things together.
All right. We actually, we are progressing. Another question: should the relation? Now let's look at this relationship. When you say many a times we watch some videos, you see ladies, guys who are kneeling before their girlfriends to want to propose. We've not seen the opposite, like a lady standing holding the ring and the guy is one kneeling down to receive the ring. Is it making any sense? Like saying a lady initiating a proposition.
It's happening, but to me,
You don't like it.
I'm like,
Is it because you are this conventional, maybe you are the old school type and
not really. I just believe, you see, women are honorable. I'm sorry now. I'm bringing it. You
men
see,
are
when
so
it comes to
honorable too.
marriage,
Mhm.
when it comes to marriage, the man is the one that is to find the wife, not the woman find the
Are you
wife.
using the biblical allusion that says, he that finds?
Kind of.
Okay, so the man should be the one finding.
Kind of.
So the woman cannot find.
The woman can find and express, but cannot propose because it is the man.
Proposition is
that
just, proposition could be a statement.
Oh no.
Expression,
It's wide.
it's wider than
It's
that.
not- yeah, it's wider than that. When you say proposing, you are targeting at something, aiming at something, right?
Okay, just propose. Yeah. It's like you want to get something established.
Okay.
And you also use the word expression. No, we are doing a little bit of
Okay, for example, okay,
linguistic
this
error.
is a relationship. We're into relationship,
Mhm.
and somebody have to propose. Let's get
Let's get married.
married. Okay.
Of course, ladies do that too. They just say, come on.
No,
are you-
we are
no,
in Nigeria.
Ladies, are you sure you're not wasting my time now? Let's get married.
No, we are Nigerians.
Of
It's
course.
happening in other places. You see, men get married.
Do you know, it's even better when, honestly speaking, even when ladies are striking, they are saying something like that, it's showing the level of cordial, how cordial they, both her.
Okay. It should rather be a question like, do you think we should get married? Do you think we are due?
That's what we got being sealed.
Not
That's being sealed
going on
democratic.
your knees, getting a ring. Will you marry me?
No, okay, like you said, if it happens, do you think the whole head will fall and everywhere will go crumble?
No, I'm not going against it happening. I just said
You don't see.
I don't think it's nice.
Well, okay, so you think, I want to have your submission on this. You think a gender should be the one to initiate the proposition,
Yes.
not just both of them,
Not
not just the lady, or
not just-
it should be the male folk.
because when the lady is doing it, she should really take the responsibilities that comes with it.
Is that what you think?
Yes.
Okay,
Like
is it because we are in this part of Africa? Because even in the Western world, where they have, where they are doing male to male stuff, they are doing female to female stuff, which is actually not ideal
yes,
for
it's
we Africans. Let's call a spade a spade. In Africa, it is not ideal.
It's
No.
not
Generally,
acceptable.
even in Nigeria, it's even against the law.
Yeah.
It's called lesbianism and gayism. So, but generally, let's come to a lady and a guy. Okay, should there be kind of a boundary? Because now, if you're saying, if they are friends, it is presumed that they want to go beyond friendship.
Yes.
They already established that. But the guy is just being perhaps maybe he's an extrovert. I mean, an introvert.
Okay.
He doesn't really. He's so shy,
Okay.
a timid guy.
Okay.
And the lady is saying, this one will not just seize opportunity to do the needful, and just to help the guy. The lady set it in motion. Say, are you sure you, because of your timidity, you better talk now, let's get married. And the guy was just there laughing, those
But
shiny
that's
laugh.
different from proposing. Like what you said, going on their knees to propose. Is
Yeah,
different.
that's
We've seen so
see,
many marriages of how many years now that there is nothing called proposing. Like,
see, going on here. I remember back in the days, our mothers do that when they want to give our parent, when they want to give the father's food. They used to need the new.
They go on their knees,
It's
serve food.
even if those, I mean, the kids of today. Let me use that, or let me put people that belongs into my own category.
Okay.
That if it happens now, like, are you sure you're okay? You want to give me water to wash up, and you're still kneeling? No, it's not really. It's not really I mean, it's not really common anymore.
It's not common, but it happens.
It happens.
Yes.
So so what I'm saying in essence is, it doesn't. Kneeling down is just taken of. It's not necessarily. You don't have to necessarily kneel down to make a proposition. Proposition is a statement.
The statement that carries responsibility.
Yeah, that carry, yeah.
Like where I was going to.
Mhm.
You see, when a woman proposes, gets a ring, propose, then she should be ready to pay the groom's price, not bride price.
Yeah, groom's price.
We are in Nigeria. We are not like some parts of Ghana. I don't know if it's general.
Yeah, I think they're mid-tracker in Ghana.
Yes.
Even the ladies pays the mother's
pay,
name.
yes, the ladies pay groom's price, not bride price anymore. So in such situation, it can happen.
Okay, let's continue. Now let's move away from home. Let's go into the society. Do you think we have vices that are peculiar to one gender alone? Like vices of what they say, drug use, like illicit affairs, like thuggery and what have you.
It's then, but now it's on both sides.
On both sides.
Then you see more of the male genders doing it, but now
it's now both male and
now
female.
both male and female.
Okay. Because we want to look at the women in men's world. We want to see if they are really. Do you think they are leading examples? Women, do you think they are leading examples?
Yes.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Do you think if we have a rotten society, women should be held responsible? You want to take?
I just want to hear that question.
If we have a rotten society where we have boys misbehaving, do you think women should be held responsible?
Both genders should be held responsible. I'm telling you, both genders should be held responsible.
Okay. But vices like drug use, women are more. They are more. They are closer to. They are more closer to their children.
Okay.
So if you have boys at home and some of them are engaging in this kind of drug use, and don't you think the mother ought to have been the one to change them or oversight?
Yes, somehow, not absolutely.
Not absolutely.
Yes, we just talked about role. That role of bringing up a child is for both parents.
But wait, but the rate at which we have a single parent in these days, it's actually becoming so prevalent. We have so many single parents in here and there.
Yeah, that's true. But I think that topic is wide.
Okay, very wide. Okay, that should be a topic for another day. Okay, let's continue. Recently, we saw the way women are presiding over churches. Back in the days, during the period of Apostle Paul, it is not always like that.
Yes.
It's always the nail that we mentioned is it Cornelius, Titus, Timothy, when they write to the Corinthian churches. Even when you look at the 12 apostles, they are predominant in which was predominant. They are male, all through Peter to John to what have you. And even when you go to the mosque, the imam, the alfas. In short, in the Muslim setup, we won't have more of them in the being the cover up. from head to. So, what is your take on that? Is it that? Is it? Or you think the churches are going to be the one? They are going to be an example to the Islam. If we have a kind of emerging force within Christendom, where ladies are rising up, do you think ladies are going to follow suit in Islam in a very short while? Don't forget that in Saudi in Dubai, I think ladies now they are not driving cars, as against.
They're not driving cars.
I think is it in Afghanistan or Iraq or Iran? You know the three that ladies are strictly banned from driving cars.
Okay.
Do you think something is changing that really change all this status quo?
I know things are changing.
Okay.
And it has started.
It has started.
Yes. And with
is it a bombshell?
Your question, what you're saying, I don't really want to go into the Bible, into the Quran, okay? But if you go there, you find out that God said men are leaders. But you know that women are altars.
Yeah.
Altars. Yes.
Men are leaders. Men are altars.
Yes, it's wide, right?
Oh, very wide. Because I want to think that maybe we are supposed to come every in the morning to come and pacify, come to the altar. I'm asking, I'm doing the one doing the questioning.
No, if you're a Bible student, if you go through it, you understand what altar means.
Okay.
And when I refer a woman to an altar, you should try to compare.
No, I do have so many understanding of what altars, you know. Okay. I want to get your own personal understanding of what altar means. Why do you say woman is, is an woman, let me put, singular term, woman is an altar.
Altar is a sacred place, right?
Sacred place. So women they are
worship.
Women should be worshipped. Yeah. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Now you're getting.
But men should not be worshipped.
Men are meant to be leaders, yes.
Okay.
And they are meant to worship the altar, on the altar.
Okay, we are meant to worship. Men are meant to worship on the altar.
And that is the word.
I think this is becoming deeper.
That's why I tell you I don't want to go into the Bible.
Okay.
I don't want to go into the Bible. If not,
I know. Okay. But like you said, men are leaders, men are altar. Well.
So that's
in as much that we don't want. Okay, that's in the.
That's why yes, in the Bible days, and things are changing. Like what you're saying is Old Testament.
Okay.
Have you look at the New Testament? Have you look at the time of grace and things like that?
Okay. So now things are, like you said, things are changing.
So we've seen.
But don't you think that women are also okay? Now I want to make a kind of inference on what you said now. You said women are altars where men are leaders. Now, prominent women in the world who are seen as leaders. No, I don't want to, no, they are not in their father's house. They are not in their husband's house. Yeah. No, they are outside in the society, at large. Let me make a kind of example. Recently, we saw the passing away of Queen Elizabeth, who happens to be the most revered monarch in the, on this earth, the most revered monarch on earth. And again, we have the then Minister of Finance in Nigeria, Kunjo Iweala, who is now the World Trade Center, World Trade, WTO World Trade leader. And at the moment, she's a director, she's a leader of World Trade Center. And again, we have so many of them, just to mention a few. Can you see them? Don't you think that these women are threats to men?
Yes, to some men.
To some men.
Yes.
Not to reasonable intellectually thinking, sagacious, or
kind of.
Okay, they're threats, and now in that, some of them they've gone through that level and they've been able to they've come out successfully.
Yeah.
Now the question is, who should support, guide them? Who should support them and protect them? Do you think women should rise up to support, to protect their own? Okay. Or do you think a reasonable men should support these women who are leading, who are emerging force?
Okay. Let me put it this way. Who are those supporting the men that are leading? Same set of people, both genders.
But we have some ladies who we always see, man go down. Don't you think so?
You say some.
Some. We have some. We also have some men who want to support their own. That no, this one belongs to us and is a good person, and we are going to support him.
But you
No, I
see,
think we are bringing it morals
on
now,
the-
good and bad.
On the contrary, in the world, if you look at what is happening in the world, you see that women support men,
Mm-hmm.
men support women.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Very true.
Yes, women go after men. Like for example, in a setting, when you see a man, right, you see more of women going there, favoring him,
Mm-hmm.
and same the other way around. So when it comes to politics and whatever, I believe that both should join hands together. They should not just look at gender, they should look at what we're meant to achieve,
Okay.
what this person is carrying outside the.
Okay. Now, my finally, I think we're actually wrapping up the program now. Let's look at what should be your advice to ladies. See, I did a work back in the days during my school days. Okay, that when you look at the way, what is wrong with a lady climbing the mountain? If boys are climbing the mountain, but what is wrong with a guy who is losing his buttons? What is wrong with the lady also losing their own button too? Uh-huh.
What is wrong?
Yeah, when a guy loses his button
Yes.
and the lady wants to also lose his own button too.
Because ladies don't even need buttons.
Uh-huh.
Look at how-
No, what about ladies that put on shirts? Shirts with buttons.
Shirts are meant for men.
Okay,
If you're having buttons, you can lose it.
Let's-
I'm not having buttons.
from a sociological balance, I want to ask that. What is wrong with what is wrong with if a guy is doing something
Yes.
and the lady is also doing the same thing?
There's nothing wrong.
If the guy is
with it.
climbing the tree, should we say the lady should not climb the tree?
Oh, climbing tree is easy and something done every day.
And you think
And anybody can climb the tree.
anybody can climb the
Yes.
tree? Okay.
Yes.
Anyway, that's just the question that
And you know the
that-
funny thing, ladies are even losing buttons.
These days?
Yes, these days. Yes.
This is on
They
the
lose
show and
button, you see them.
you see, yeah, you see, even when but that should not take away modesty.
That's true.
Just bringing up allusion to modesty is the ultimate.
But you know,
even
losing button
both-
does not really mean you're losing button to
I know-
open your beer chest.
No, I know.
right?
Even guys losing
Mm.
button, not losing button. I only draw a kind of
It's,
just to show that because we have male doing that. Virtually every time they want to show their six packs and the what have you. No, at least ladies they have something there that they have that needs to be protected. Anyway, that one is so. Now, what is your advice to ladies out there? What do you want to tell them that you need to as against the way they see this male dominated world? In a sense, like you said, it's a belief.
Okay.
It is a belief that actually sank, deep down into the throat of most of our girls
Okay.
that we live in a male domain. Like you said, you said that in the paraphrase. That's a belief. Because some ladies still carries that mentality.
Mhm.
So what is your advice to them?
First of all, I advise the parents that train a girl child the way you want her to be, not imposing some kind of mentality of you're a weak person to her. Okay? Then I'll talk to the ladies that it's time to wake up, it's time to get up. Stop being lazy. In the name we are weaker vessel. There is no weak vessel anyway. Everybody is standing up to responsibilities now. Everybody wants to work. Everybody wants to be who they are and who matters in the society.
You think
So-
you're saying everybody should bear their cross?
Everybody should bear their cross.
Carry your cross,
Yes, don't be a liability to anybody in the name of I'm a lady. No, we see ladies carrying cement, we see mechanic, we see a lot. So don't just sit out there, don't just say I didn't go to school and this and that. Stand up and start doing something. We see ladies butchering animals. Yes.
Some guys cannot even kill chicken,
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, some guys cannot kill chicken.
Thank you for saying that. So ladies, wake up to responsibilities. Get up. Start thinking out of the box and stop limiting yourself. You can only be what you want to be.
Okay, all right. I must sincerely thank you for coming today and for gracing this a very wonderful topic we discussed. All right, viewers, this is our show for today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Do join us next time for another exciting episode. I still remain Hakitunde Samuel Vincent. Bye for now.
Bye.